Middle Tennessee leading by 3 here in set number 2, 10-7. And Savosh.
This is the tough one to get in after you had the timeout. She nailed it.
So did Teagarden.
Teagarden crushed that ball. Nicely done. It was dug up by Middle Tennessee, but a good stop of the run there. So the timeout doing its job. Middle Tennessee run stopped, and Western Kentucky back on offense. Can they find some seams to serve to take Middle Tennessee out of their fast attack?
Center now on the back row with a long serve.
Long serve, way long. It's a tough equation to figure out how tough do we serve versus giving a lollipop serve over and having the team fire an offense at us.
Howard will serve it for MTSU. And a quick side out for the Lady Toppers.
Similar to set number 1 so far, Bernie. Middle Tennessee off to a pretty good start this time, but then Western coming right back. Then some nice rallies here. Now we need to see if Western Kentucky can score what we call real points.
Paige Wessel with her 6th kill, and the Blue Raiders go right back to Kozon. That's the reason why she led this league in kills per set.
Well, she's the outlet hitter in all cases, and if a bad pass comes, and that was not a bad pass, she's always available to put the ball straight down.
And the Polish national player picking up her 7th kill. Double hit called.
That was pretty clear. And the margin starts to creep, and just before you know it, Middle Tennessee's up by 2, then 3, and now 4. It just seems to happen so quickly. And Bryn Henderson has been very tough. This left-handed jump serve is really starting to cause trouble. And Western, again,
they're the
Middle Tennessee
hitting team in this entire league.
Yeah, and Middle is once again back over 300 again.
Elmore will serve it.
Too easy.
Take that all day. Oladini.
So again, there's a balancing act here between a tough serve and a serve that just goes over. This was over. Peterson sets that backside so nicely, and Oladini just hammers the ball on the right side.
And Angela Payton, the second setter for the squad, a freshman out of Houston, Texas. They're coming on the back row to serve it.
Going short.
Very difficult serve, but give credit that time to Tiffany Elmore. We're going to need to see a lot more from her if the Lady Toppers are going to have a chance today, but you got to kill there.
Well, we have to call her number 7 Elmore and number 10 Williams a lot on the block. They've got to touch more ball. They may not need to put them straight down, but they've got to slow down the Middle Tennessee attack.
That, by the way, just her 2nd kill of this match. And some issues there.
Net violation against Middle Tennessee that time. That ball passed tight to the net. Payton got turned around and couldn't quite get off the net. You'll see it here in the replay. You see her kind of sliding to the net there. She tried to turn her body in this set. Just a tough play. But Western Kentucky University coming back.
And a tough serve by Kelly Potts, the senior. Rogers digs it out. Elmore looking for her 2nd kill of the set, but handled well. Not passed well, but Savosh nearly got the kill.
Great defense by Middle Tennessee, keeping things alive.
Savosh dug out by Rogers off the roof.
Tight. No place for Savosh to hit.
And double hit call. And Western Kentucky University wins a critical rally to bring this match to 1 point in set number 2.
Middle Tennessee never really had a rally they could execute a good offense on that time. They kept scrambling, kept the ball alive, but Western Kentucky took them out of the fast attack offense early.
Potts with the service. Savosh. And the overpass gets her a kill.
It was not a well-passed ball, so credit Payton for putting a very hittable ball up for Savosh to crush this ball cross court. Single block up as Western committed to the right side attack, which I understand why they do that. Dug up, but unable to be controlled.
They go out to Skinner.
Good side out work by the Lady Toppers. Gonna have to go back, right back to tough serves again, right down the line over the top of the block. Skinner doing a nice job, and Skinner's come alive here in set 2.
Jordan Skinner with the service.
Little miscommunication there on timing, and there's a lift called. And that's the result of a lot of complaining done by a lot of people. It's the same ball she's been hitting as far as I'm concerned, but I think there's been a little communication about watch the throws by the center for Western Kentucky, and Tiffany Elmore can't believe the call. That's a big call. Takes it from being 15-15 to 16-14.
Go to the outside, Teagarden. She needs to get going. She has only 1 kill so far. But an attack here there, and Travis Hudson wants a timeout. He's won this championship in 2000, 2002, 2005, and 2008. But his team trailing by 3. You can catch live NCAA football on CSS next Saturday. First, it's UCF at Memphis at noon Eastern, followed by Arkansas State at FIU at 3:30. Then don't miss live SEC football presented by Regions Bank as Wake Forest takes on Vanderbilt at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, only on CSS.
Probably a good timeout, Bernie, because Travis Hudson's team really got, I think, a little out of sorts in that lift call against center Melanie Stutzman. So Travis Hudson trying to calm his team down. They're in a position to win set number 2, but only if they can just forget about what happened in that sequence there and move forward.
I think right now Travis Hudson's just worried that he might see a flashback to set number 1 where his team was in it, but right about this point in set number 1, that's where we saw the Blue Raiders make their run.
Absolutely, and so a good timeout by Travis Hudson to try and stop things, stop the flow here.
And look at the numbers early on. 7 kills, 4 digs, 1 block. Sun Belt Conference Player of the Year.
And that's why those numbers are no lie. They absolutely reflect the value that Izabela Kozon has to this team.
Ladini will serve it. And some struggles at first, and I don't even know how Elmo got that one across.
Well, she tried to do a little cut shot, didn't work.
And an attack error by the Blue Raiders.
Yeah, an unforced error. Don't exactly know what Ashley Adams was trying to do that time. She never really got a good swing on that particular ball. But a great stop for the Lady Toppers. They really needed a stop right there.
Now one of the top servers for Western Kentucky, Sarah Rogers, the sophomore, with the service. And another attack here. Back-to-back airs on the Blue Raiders. That one off the arm of Ashley Adams.
Got to be a good pass here. Matt Pett looking for a better pass. But as you mentioned, Rogers a very, very tough server.
Remember the USA Junior Olympic national team in 2004, but didn't hit it there.
Well, she got 2 tough serves over, though. And that's, again, it's a good trade. If you get 2 tough, you miss one, well, you miss one. That's the way it goes.
Savonge.
That huge toss. It's a risk-reward proposition on this toss.
Last year she was 24th in the country in aces per set.
There's the risk-reward, though. That high toss also is a high error in terms of you're going to make some mistakes off of that high toss, and you saw an example of it right there.
Now what a moment for Stutzman, the freshman. 7th in the Sun Belt Conference in service aces with 33. The Blue Raiders quickly get a side out.
A great job by Morgan Peterson that time, sliding into that set to give Adams a swing at it. It was not passed very well, and she still found a way to put a very hittable ball up for Adams.
Adams picking up her 6th kill. And Kendall Howard, high school All-American, Ponderosa High School to a state title, serves it long. And the service airs, firing up Matt Peck at least there on the sideline.
Well, it doesn't take much to fire Matt Peck up. Very fiery coach, very intense. Done such a tremendous job with this program.
Ashley Potts with a service. Free ball. They try to dump it to the corner, but it's wide. That was a good idea. Plenty of space. but the execution was poor for Morgan Peterson.
Well, Ashley Potts and Sarah Rogers ran a foot race down to try and cover that line, but here we are at 19-19, and this is exactly what Travis Hudson would want to be at.
Lady Toppers looking for their first lead of the sets at 6-5.
Somehow that ball came over.
And wow! Sometimes it's better to be luckier than good. And Matt Peck going to his bench.
Well, a little pinball defense, as I call it there. And Morgan Peterson is flat out of position that time.
So the Lady Toppers are the first to 20, trying to tie this up at a set apiece. The joust at the net unsuccessful, but Stutzman gets it across. Oh, gigantic block there at the net. But the efforts by Paige Wessel not enough.
Well, Paige Wessel with a great solo block on Kozon that time, but unable to be controlled, or I should say, Middle Tennessee managed to control the ball. But here we are, 20-20, and everything counts. Everything counts extra right now.
Tied once again.
That serve might have been out.
Skinner getting the point for the Lady Toppers.
You start to see the confidence begin to flow a little bit more on the red side of the net, the Lady Toppers side, and it's coming from the fact the offense is staying diverse enough to keep Middle Tennessee off balance.
The Lady Toppers have yet to take a set from the Blue Raiders this season. Can they do it in the biggest of the stages for the Sun Belt?
They're poised for it, but again, 21-21, the points kind of, I would say, kind of count double now. Everything counts a little bit extra, a little bit more tension in the air.
Angela Payne with the service, the freshman. There you go, the backs up. When the block is there for Izabela Kozon.
And there will not be a bigger block made in this entire tournament than the one that Kozon has combined with Stacey Oladini for. Right side attack, not a bad idea, except for the fact Kozon knew it was coming, sat there, waited for it.
The second block assist, it's 22-21.
Poorly passed ball.
They have to scramble, and this block once again, Stacey Oladini.
And once again, you see the Blue Raiders at the very end of a set just turn it up one more notch. Tougher serving, tougher defense. And it goes from being a tie game to Middle Tennessee pretty much being ready to win this set.
The Blue Raiders need 2 more to have a 2-set advantage. There's 1 out of the 2. Izabela Kozon, her 8th kill of this match. And Angela Payne will serve for the set. 24-21, a short serve. They go to the outside, Jordan Skinner. And it hit the line! Izabela Kozon, her 9th kill. And Middle Tennessee University taking set number 2. 25-21, the Sun Belt Player of the Year having a gigantic game here in the Sun Belt Championship game. And the head coach, Matt Peck, standing by with our very own Phil Bush.
Matt, very well played first couple of sets. Your team almost came out a bit overamped in set 1, but then settled down and really played well toward the end of both sets.
Well, I told the team I wanted them to use the energy from the crowd, and when the band showed up, they got really excited. So I knew they were going to be a little over-anxious, but we settled down, and I told them we've got to block that freshman before the second game is over, and sure enough, that ball went straight down. So far, so good. We're playing a good match, and our kids are following our game plan.
What'll be the first thing you talk to your team about now?
Being a little calm and relaxed and making sure they're playing our style of ball, not the other teams.
Okay, Matt, good luck to you. Thank you.
Well, it's been over a decade since a team has celebrated a Sun Belt Tournament championship at home. The Blue Raiders are 1 set away